Hello, and welcome to another segment of Types and Figures. We're going to be speaking about thirst today. Have you ever been thirsty? Well, of course you have. Everyone has experienced thirst to one degree or another at some point, and in some places where water happens to be scarce, quenching one's thirst is a matter of life and death. And since all people have experienced thirst on a hot day, God has chosen this image as an excellent figure to illustrate an extremely important spiritual truth. We read in Psalm 42:1, "As the hart panteth after the water brooks, so panteth my soul after thee, O God. My soul thirsteth for God, for the living God. When shall I come and appear before God?" In these verses, God is picturing His Word as the ultimate thirst quencher. Men realize that when they thirst physically, water is necessary to satisfy their body's longing for a drink. And likewise, in the spiritual realm, there is a necessity for a man created in the image of God to drink in God Himself. Since the Word of God is likened to water elsewhere in the Scriptures, we can see how a person would go about doing this. The Lord developed His salvation program by saving certain people and giving them new souls. Now, within the new spirits of these men and women, a thirst for God has been built in, a thirst that can only be satisfied by the words of the Bible. The things of this world will not and cannot satisfy this spiritual longing for Christ. No riches, no pleasures, no love for or from other people will ever quench the deep-seated desire of the soul of the redeemed sinner. Nothing but God, through His Word, the Bible, can ever quench this spiritual thirst. In the Gospel of Matthew, the Lord also assures us that this intense spiritual thirst of the soul of His elect will indeed be quenched. We read in Matthew chapter 5, verse 6, "Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled." So the next time the heat index climbs and you begin to think about having a nice, cool glass of water to satisfy your developing thirst, consider for a minute the Bible's exclusive ability to satisfy the longing soul of a sinner. And that's this segment of Types and Figures, Thirst. Until our next segment, may the Lord grant us greater spiritual understanding of His Word.